Hey boys, welcome back to round 12 of our Broncos career mode here, and as you see, we're actually out of the top 8, which is pretty shocking. But I mean, we're on we're on 12 points with like 6 other teams, so it's not disastrous. But we're in a little bit of a tricky period right here because it is the Origin time. Taking on the Newcastle Knights, and it's funny because I just made a Kalen Ponga career mode, so this team is fairly similar. They do have a Sofa Solomona, Bodie and Thompson back in the NRL, so a couple of decent signings actually there. Kurt Mann, but as you'll see here, we're affected fairly heavily. It's in the back line especially. The forward pack is not affected too badly, so that's not too big an issue. But I mean, we do have the one sort of ace up our sleeve is having James Roberts at fullback, which I think could be a pretty decent attacking weapon. Just the speed with kick returns, and also just sort of around the middle of the ball, middle of the ruck area, could be pretty effective. That was a nice little play, Alex Glenn, I think it was. He came across field, and then we throw the forward pass, but that was actually a really nice play, just turning it back on the inside of Matt Lodge. Good stuff. And right here, again, slick play. There was back on the inside to Albert Kelly getting tackled there. But already, a few of the young guys standing up early in this game is Nicarima into the starting side as a half. Going to put the kick in. Matt Lodge comes up with a huge defensive play. He's run down the quicker opponent as Kalen Ponga. Very, very dangerous. Just beats that first tackler more often than not, so we have to be super careful. And then a fantastic kick. I thought Solomona was offside. It's pretty close. We'll have a decent look at it here. He's pretty close. I mean, as a video game, you would expect that it wouldn't really get them wrong. I mean, the game's always going to know if he's offside or not, so maybe benefit of the doubt. It was pretty close. I should have had a look at the replay and like really slowed it up and looked at it. But yeah, that was touch and go. So Newcastle do get the first points of the game, unfortunately for us. But I mean, we're playing really well. In fact, the Nicarima now goes straight through. A little unlucky not to have scored some points ourselves, but if we keep playing like this, the points hopefully will come. There's a good little inside play there. Tony Staggs, who is an absolute weapon. He's terrible on the game, but good lord, in real life, Tony Staggs, he is so good, dude. He's incredibly good. The young outside back. Very exciting to see what type of play he'll grow into, but you know, it's a tough team to sort of crack into. The Broncos, because they always have like so many good outside backs. I mean, I look now, I mean, Jonas Pearson, like he was coming up as like, they talked him up as sort of the next Yao Yi, which he was never going to be. I mean, Yao Yi, my favourite player of all time. Still so sad what happened, but you know, his games, he actually did play one game as well, or 1 or 2 games this year already. But even like a couple of years ago, or was it last year he played the most games? I can't even remember, but it was either last year or the year before. Pearson played a fair few games in the NRL, and like he was good, very good winger. And even the game he played this year for the Broncos, like he's an NRL standard winger, but I mean, they always just have so many good players coming through. It's like it's hard for them to really cement a spot without being like, you know, absolute standout. So, you know, Tony Staggs, wouldn't be surprised if like another club signs him, or you know, something else happens. But yeah, he's a good young player. We'll see what happens there. As James Roberts finally gets a chance to break into the backfield, it's a foot race. Kalen Ponga just, I don't know what he was doing. He puts the big dive in. He had the angle on Roberts. He probably could just hurt him to the corner. try to make the covering tackle, but he's gone for the dive, just missed completely, and then James Roberts scores in the corner, so it's a tough kick. The goal kicking is still super tough in this game because I can't flick it up straight. And I like the goal kicking. The goal kicking is so much better than in previous games. Like, it just makes sense. Like, it surprised me that it wasn't like this before. Is a booming kick from Albert Kelly is just going to trickle over. It was a great kick with the win there. 40-20, 40-10 in fact. It's a booming kick. And then on the back of it, Payne Haas, the young superstar in the making. Again, another player I can't wait to see what he develops into. Like, good lord, 18 years old. He showed glimpses of not brilliance in his like first few games, but he showed glimpses of what type of player he could be at the age and just the size and just everything about him. Is Jack Bird now through the gap, and he doesn't put the ball down. Oh, you have no idea. I was spamming it. I was spamming the button for him to dive. I think that's one thing they did change about this game, because I know in Rugby League Live 3, like, the corner tries were like so cheesy. Like, you could really cheese them. Like, even from a good distance out, you could just spam the button, you just dive into the corner and they couldn't stop you. I think in this game they've really, like, they made it so you can't do it, but right there I think it screwed us because he just didn't put the ball down. That's a good kick here. Tony Staggs, he's not the tallest outside back, so probably not expected to take that over the big Tau Moga, as we look to race up. A good shot there from our forward. I don't know who it was. It's putting the pressure on through the pass forward for sure, and off the scrum it's going to go to Roberts, onto Bird, onto Nicarima, and that's a very simple play for a simple try. The scrums, I love the scrums. Don't get me wrong, they can be a little too easy to score tries, but I mean I like them because I like to try different things off the scrums, different sort of plays. And we're getting a bit of a roll on here. It's a game we definitely should win, and it's turning into a fairly convincing win. Which is, well, actually no, I'm saying we should win. It's this is our B side. I sort of totally forgot that we're missing a lot of players. I mean, Milford's out, Boyd, Corey Oates. Who else? I can't even think. I think there's a couple others, but I can't remember. Yeah, we're missing a lot of players. So this is a very good performance. Jack Bird has played exceptionally well. Beautiful ball back to Penkai. Can't believe he didn't score. All right on the buzzer there, but that's a solid win. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next one.